Where does Kingston Flemings rank on the big board? Let's check out his film and discuss. We're back. This is from January. Obviously, Houston just lost to Illinois last night in the NCAA tournament, but that full game is not uploaded yet. So we're gonna use this film. This is the most recent relevant tape I could find.
Off we go. Chase Benetti, off we go with Texas Tech in their traditional.
Kingston Flemings, 6'4", 190, freshman guard.
Man. Nice little cross screen to get into the box. This is where he can do some damage stuff with.
I've seen Kingston Flemings before. Honestly, with the system that Coach Sampson has them playing at Houston. By the way, shout out to Coach Beard over there, man. Good guy. Gave me a lot of advice when I was networking and trying to get jobs, so I appreciate him. But with Flemings, it's tough to evaluate him because they move the ball and they run a lot of sets where everybody gets involved. They're not guard dependent on the point guard. So it's a little bit tougher to see what he can fully do, but we'll still check him out and see what we got.
Tugler, a tremendous defensive presence for the Houston Cougars. Here is Kingston Flemings, the speedy freshman who starts his move.
Speedy is right. I mean, what I've noticed for him is he's got a lot of athleticism at the guard position. He is reminiscent of Derrick Rose, minus the... I mean, Derrick Rose was a different type of animal, man. Like, he was a freak, but he has that Derrick Rose quality, Russell Westbrook quality to him attacking the rim. He's got that quick start-stop, that go. He's not quite at that level, but then he's got a little bit more skill and touch than those guys. Especially from the perimeter than Derrick Rose. I mean, Russell Westbrook, of course, was not known for his shooting ability.
Ended by Watts there, late in the shot clock.
And he's got a high release point and this kind of like catapult motion that I noticed as well.
Flemings, the speedy freshman who starts his move. He was defended by Watts
and
there.
You see it right here.
Late in the shot clock.
It's a little bit of a pull. It's kind of what you're taught not to do, right? When you want that one motion smooth jumper, you don't want to pull it because then it adds more variables to, you know, how you get to your shot pocket. But he pulls it, and, you know, different players play different ways, and his high release is awkward looking to me. I've seen a lot of different shooting forms. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Like I've said many times in the past, it doesn't matter what it looks like, man. It matters if it goes in, if he can get it off against elite competition. He's shown that he can do that.
That could be a theme tonight as well. Front iron on the three for Fleming. He's going to have to make some trees. You know he can put it on the deck and be creative.
I just think from back here, up here above your head, it's hard to get good arc. You're going to have more of a straight shot. And it's just, I don't know. It's unconventional, but again, if it goes in, it goes in.
About the guards, Kristen Anderson's sensational play, particularly in big games. He has been a lethal shot maker for Texas Tech. He tries to turn the corner there against one of the best defenses in the country.
Good closeout, but deep shot. Let's see what Kingston's doing here.
Creative. We talked about the guards, Kristen Anderson.
Be careful of that blind spot. So you get back cut when you should You know, some coaches teach butt to the baseline. You got to be under your man. You cannot be higher than your man on the court, geographically.
In big games.
And obviously, that's not what he's doing here. You know.
He has been a lethal shot maker for Texas Tech. He tries to
ball watching a little bit there. I don't know. Okay.
Creative. We talked about the guards. Kristen Anderson.
I mean, look, again, different coaches coach this differently, so I'm not going to get on him for that. I'm not going to, like, ding him for that at all. I'm just saying, though, like, I think a lot of conventional wisdom would tell you that to be able to keep that guy, because that blind spot back cut is a killer. Especially at this level. I mean, this is a back screen alley-oop right here.
Play, particularly in big games. He has been a lethal shot maker.
Ball watching a little bit. Over helping a little bit.
Texas Tech. He tries.
Lose your man, he finds the window.
Turn the corner.
Closeout's fine, he's on balance, and it's a deep shot. I mean,
for Texas Tech, he tries to turn the corner there.
Hopping into the closeout, though. They say nowadays people are like, oh, don't chop your feet, don't chop your feet. I mean, that's what some trainers are saying. But the chopping your feet allows you to keep, there's ground contact consistently. So if he does try to blow by you, you're still getting that ground contact to be able to, boom, switch direction quick and go with him. And try to defend that, move your feet.
Christian Anderson's sensational play, particularly in big games. He has been a lethal shot maker for Texas Tech. He tries to turn the...
When you leave your feet like that, what happens if he attacks that closeout? Or, I mean, this.
Against one of the best defenses in the...
I'm nitpicking, but again, we're talking about the top talent in the draft. I think that's... this defensive possession didn't impress me by Kingston Flemings. I'm not going to say that he's, you know, look, I mean, at the end of the day, he closed out a little late, okay? And yeah, I don't know. But those habits, though, like, it's something to evaluate for sure.
With Petty, who misses the three, and the tap is good. Topping down there, there's an injured party. It's Walker for Houston. He got caught up in the walk. Easy baskets.
Nice. Okay, well, I want to see that.
The bounce. It's a double now.
Those going into the commercials. We got a little bit of highlight. Let's see those plays, though.
Off of the double. Tugler goes back to the spot. Toppin's not active.
Again, the ball watching, I don't know, man. Again, that could be a coaching emphasis, but these other guys look like they're also doing it.
I think he's got to be the guy that posts.
They're playing zone, aren't they? Actually, hold on, man. Am I fucking tripping? Let me see something real quick. We're at the 18-minute mark. All right, let's see. Are they in a 2-3? If so, I take back everything I said.
Move for Jalen Petty. How about that? Creative. You talk about the guards.
Looks like it could be some sort of matchup stagger 2-3.
Christian Anderson.
No, it's not.
Sensational play, particularly in big games. He has been a lethal shot maker for Texas Tech. He tries to turn the corner there.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, so never mind. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to this though.
And the pride factor is coming out of his pores so far tonight. Watch that nice play on the out of bounds. Flemings usually.
Okay, so he's their takeout guy, right?
For his career. And the pride factor
That means he's got IQ, and Coach Sampson trusts him.
is coming out of his pores so far tonight. Watch that nice play on the out of bounds.
So he's the most trusted decision maker on the team if he's taking the ball out.
Flemings usually follows.
Usually it's either a big guy that can see over people and make passes, or if it's going to be a guard, it's probably because you trust him that much to be making decisions for you.
In the corner.
So that's a huge green flag.
Well, was right there with Harwell. Sanak for three. And the rebound Toppin. Got to get him in the low box area. Sanak, you're talking about him. Anderson watched by Harwell. He stays with him. Try not to get two people.
Yeah, no, okay, so we are playing man-to-man. I don't love the ball watching.
Was right there with Harwell. Sanak for three.
I mean, you want to be in help side, but
And the rebound Toppin. Got to get him in the low.
the way you know, Greg Popovich taught this similarly. I actually saw a teach tape by him a long time ago. The way I teach it is you take, you know, depending on the number, you take if you're one pass away, okay, you take one step to the basket, one step to the ball, away from your man, okay? If you're two passes away, it's 2 steps to the basket, 2 steps to the ball. But you're also turned so that you're facing your man and you're seeing the ball out of your peripheral vision. That way you can jam it and go close out and recover. So this could be just a teaching thing. This could just be like an emphasis difference between, you know, in coaching philosophies.
Box area.
It may not be a habit. I just don't like that. I personally, this to me, yes, you take away the drive more, but you leave things, you're vulnerable. And of course, if somebody gets beat in a straight line, you got it. You know, you're going to be facing your man and like keeping the ball in your peripheral vision, but then you're going to turn and run because you got beat in a straight line, right? I feel like that works. And, you know, some coaches that teach this butt to the baseline thing, that comes with don't let him be lower than you, because that way you don't lose sight of him. But I don't know. Maybe I mean, look, if they're running this at Houston, right, then there's obviously a reason they're doing that. These are very high-level coaches. But the ball watching, look at him find the window again, right? This is a shot. We're a little late with the pass, but that's a bucket. Like, if I'm Texas Tech and I'm in this film room, I'm on them. Like, yo, what are you doing?
Anderson watched by Harwell. He stays with him.
What are we waiting for right here for this next swing? What is the hesitation? Let's swing, reverse it. Okay, this is exactly the whole point. You want to reverse the ball side to side and attack a gap. Like, this is exactly what you're getting right here, or attack a closeout. You want to keep the ball moving for that exact reason. You want the defense to shift, and then you want to catch them in a soft spot on that shift or rotation or whatever it is. So when the ball sticks like this, right, I don't like it.
Anderson watched by Harwell. He stays with him.
0-second decision. What are you doing? Move it. Move it. Why are we standing still?
Two people on one. And he's staring at Flemings. Back him down. Here comes the double now. Fade off of the double. Tugler goes back to the spot. Toppin's not active enough. I think he's got to be the guy to post up there. What? An airtight defense.
I don't know, man. It looks to me like he might lose his man sometimes. I'm not gonna call him undisciplined. I have not seen enough. I've seen 2 possessions of him playing defense. Okay.
Goes back to the spot. Toppin's not active.
But he's not even looking at his dude like.
Enough. I think he's got to be the guy to post up there. What? An airtight defensive possession.
Yeah, whatever. So okay, let's see. Push the break, ball in either hand. Nice pass. Nice pass. Nice pass.
Not active enough. I think he's got to be the guy.
And I can't tell which hand is his dominant hand, which is another huge green flag. It seems like he's the offensive mastermind, smart, athletic, good guard that you can trust to do everything.
What? An airtight defensive possession, and here's the ball. Seal the deal. Nice pass. Good throw and a hammer for the net. You don't get many easy baskets. Nobody running the floor, taking bad shots, things like that happen. Anderson definitely the team's going to score. They don't.
Yeah, lefty bounce pass on a dime.
So now back-to-back turnovers after one in the first half, and Texas Tech has a little momentum.
There you go. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. This is where, yeah, you play the passing lane, 1 pass away, you can recover. And you can go, you know, if the ball's on the opposite side of the court, I can see you being a little bit more, but you got to keep that guy in your peripheral vision, and he might have been previously. But this is what I like to see on defense, because now you can jam, you can close back out.
Yes, it is.
Chooses not to help here, guarding a shooter.
High hands. Anderson gets rid of
no jam. It is like 2 gaps away, right? This is a.
Fleming's got a little choosy. Yeah, you got to count in your head. That could have been a play designed for him. He does hit and follow, or he steps in and they dump it back to him.
We're not going to rewind it.
So now back-to-back turnovers after one in the
I'm going to help him out.
And Texas Tech has a little momentum. Sharp high hands, Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I would consider 2 passes away. I know that's 1 pass away, but it's spatial, right? Like, you know, so this is, you know, top of the key versus break, if you want to call it the break. I would probably still refer to that as the corner. You're not gonna slide and help unless it's like that guy got beat. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna.
They dump it back to him. One in the first half, and Texas Tech has a little momentum. Sharp high hands. Anderson gets rid of it for Watts. Offense. Yes, it is. See, he had the 10, 12-footer. Take it. It's a good shot. He can make it. Just biting off a little too much here. Good defensive play by Sinek. Two teams have barely cleared 30 into halftime, grinding it out in Big 12 play. He can make it. Two teams have barely cleared 30 into halftime. Grinding it out.
Now, do you attack that?
Out in Big 12 play.
Nice decision. Good decision, though.
Teams have barely cleared 30 into halftime.
In this situation, great screen. I would like to see you force the switch, right? Because at this point they have no choice. If you drag this down to like the deeper in the wing, and then force him to switch, because you know you're making them make a decision. It's going to be easier to make that pass if they choose not to switch. He chases you. You're going to be able to get that entry.
Finding it out at Big 12 play.
I just say use screens. The guard should always be putting pressure on the screen defender.
Two teams have barely played 30 into halftime.
Pressure. Don't hesitate, right? Pressure him, because you're going to kill him. You are going to kill him. One-on-one to the basket, you're going to fucking kill him. So, you know what I mean? Let's pressure him. If he stops you the first time, then drag it, then pull it back out. You know, after you've dragged it, force the switch. Now you got a one-on-one with this guy. But hey, look. Right decision. After pulling it back out, you got a good look at the basket. I mean, that's crazy. What just happened? But see, when you're comparing him to guys like Darren Peterson, you know, I don't have to worry about your teammate bricking a shot with Darren Peterson, right? I mean, I'm being harsh on these guys sometimes. Like, I was harsh on AJ DeBonce. I was harsh. I'm not trying to be harsh, like be an asshole, but I'm just saying like how I think about it and how probably a lot of the top talent evaluators think about it. I know Darren Peterson's getting me a bucket right there, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like that dude DP is gonna go give me he's gonna get me 2 points. If I set a screen for him this way, I have my big go set him a screen like this. Dog, he's just gonna eat this guy alive and get me 2 points. Embarrassing, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something to think about, and that's a mindset thing. We got to be aggressive there on that.
Out in Big 12 play. They're doing a pretty good job defensively.
But I think Kingston Flemings looks to be more of a facilitator already. He looks more like a guy who likes to play the floor, have his teammates get involved. He's not going to get you all your points, okay? But he'll run the offense. He'll get the right guys involved. He's talented enough to score. He can handle it with both hands well, pass with both hands well, reads the floor well. These are good qualities. I've seen him be disciplined on defense at times.
Again, he's head in. He pivots out of it.
And a 6'4", athletic, 190-foot guard, 6'4", 190-pound athletic guard that can go both ways already and has a high IQ is hard to find. You don't find those guys. I mean, that's why the NBA is high on him. And he's got, you know, he's at the top. He's in the top 5 for most guys.
Skips it to Atwell for top end. Step through. Denied by McCarty. How about that reaction? Team defense.
Nice. I like it.
Empty side, what a find.
Yeah, he's a distributor. Again, I like his angle here. This is more disciplined defensively.
Can't get away from Sharp and still got there. That's the first time he was able to use that little ability to get by.
Defensively off the ball. I got to see more of his on-ball defense as well.
People, not quite a snake dribble, but patience. Grew up watching Chris Paul. Loved Chris Paul as a kid. Again, always the smallest kid on the floor and figured out a way. We'll see if he can will Texas Tech in this game. Flemings. No.
It's a tough little move.
Watching Chris Paul.
Little bit passive here, right? Little bit. I mean, look, I like a distributor. I don't like a ball hog. So I'm not going to ding him for that. But there are guys in this draft class who would just get you a bucket right there. Darren Peterson is a high bar. Darren Peterson's got that spin back. He's got a bunch of shit out of this. Stop and pop. Hezzy go by.
Chris Paul as a kid. Again, always the smallest kid on the floor.
Simple change of direction between the legs. Darren Peterson is fully developed offensively.
Figured out a way. We'll see if he can.
That's cold.
Texas Tech.
Slow read jab, go the other way, move the defender a little bit. I mean, that's tough.
The kid. Again, always the smallest kid on the floor. Figured out a way. We'll see if he can. Will Texas Tech in this game. Flemings. No.
Pickup's awkward off the left. I think he's a right-handed player then. Let's see.
Out of way. We'll see if he can will Texas Tech in this game.
Nah, he pulled the chair on him. Okay. It's actually pretty impressive to get on balance after having the chair pulled on you there.
Flemings. No.
So I'm not, yeah, I mean, hey. I think. Look, I mean, look. This guy is in the conversation with Darius Acuff as to who goes first between them. Darren Peterson is obviously gonna go number 1 or number 2 if somebody thinks Devontae is better. But this is another projection guy. 6'4", 190-pound athlete, can get better. Good length, lots of length here. Pause. Can't even say that anymore these days.
Individual play, particularly Flemings on the other end. Very attack. Chances, yep, top in. There you go. The bounce got it down. 0 for 2 for Horner. The first bench point. No good. Rebound out of bounds on Texas Tech. After his last touch by Bryan. Nice pass and cut. Foul. It's Tugler going to the free throw line. He's done similar offensively tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, he's their guy. He's obviously the brains of the operation, okay? I don't know if he's a point guard. I don't actually know what he's listed at. Obviously, he looks to be playing point guard. You know, but, yeah, I mean, I don't love Kingston Fleming's off-ball defensive presence. It doesn't move me, okay? What does move me about him is his ability to read the floor and clearly lead an offense. That he's if I had to pick one guy in this draft class that I've seen so far, he's the best at that, for sure. Acuff's got that in his bag, but he's also still more of a touch around the rim, 10 feet and in scoring threat, and he can shoot from outside too. But he's more of a scorer.
Absolutely. More wire, more into it.
And he's not on the floor right now. Let's see when he comes back out there.
A nice shot. Up the screen by Sharp.
I've also, I mean, I'm spot checking here. I'm jumping around. I'm not like watching his film specifically.
Making up for it now.
Like if he had a huddle, I'd probably check it out. But I haven't seen him guard on the ball, so that means that's telling me that he's not guarding their best player, though. So that means Coach Sampson decided that that's not what he wanted him to do. So that says something as well about defense.
Your way down the floor. Don't get attacked. Just relax a little pet. He's worried more about the screen and getting the blow by.
He can shoot. He's got that shot.
Well, you waltz your way down the floor. Don't get attacked. Just relax a little pet. He's worried more about the.
He's got good rhythm on that.
Way down the floor. Don't get attacked. Just relax a little pet. He's worried more about the screen and getting the blow by. The chat will not count.
I mean, look, he can clearly shoot. If he's pulling up off the dribble, 0 passes into a possession. His coaching staff trusts him to shoot and score the ball. Look, Kingston Flemings looks like a really good college player. Looks like he's a great player. He's going to be a good pro. I think that his function will be more as a role player, as a facilitator. Personally, I am taking Darius Acuff over Kingston Flemings at this point. And I think Kingston Flemings has things he can improve upon. But you know, I with the guards in this draft class, it goes Darren Peterson, Darius Acuff, then Kingston Flemings to me. I'm not moved by any of these guys defensively. Darren Peterson, I respect his defense. I think that he's a good defensive player. He's disciplined, and you know, at 6'6", I still wouldn't say I'm moved by his defense. You know, he's not Kawhi Leonard. He's not Scotty Barnes, right? But he's a good defensive player, and he is an elite offensive threat. Flemings looks to be the most high IQ in terms of finding guys, keeping his head up, looking for people. Acuff is also very high IQ, but he leans more towards scoring. But yeah, that's where I have them ranked, man. I think that Flemings is a good player. He looks like he's going to be really good. You know, I think his jump shot's a little funky. I don't know if that's gonna be a calling card for him in the league. When you step out another couple feet, those little form things make a difference, man. It makes a difference, and you're gonna have to work on that. And yeah, I mean, I just don't see enough of a defensive responsibility here. I do see a lot of offensive responsibility, which is a good sign. Great green flag about Kingston Flemings. So those are my pros and cons. I like him as a player. I think there are things and areas for improvement. But yeah, man, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. All right, peace and love.